Hello everyone, this is Dr. Manoj Panchal. I am working as an assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering of RGM College of Engineering and Technology, Nandyala. I am going to be teaching you parametric modeling 1 lab. So in this lab, we are going to see the software Pro Engineer. Uh, in our lab, we have Pro Engineer Wildfire 5.0 version. In our lab manual, we have 10 experiments. So this experiment number 1 that you can see on the screen. So we'll begin with the introduction of the Pro Engineer software, and then we'll see the experiment number 1. Okay, so let us begin. So to open the file, first of all, to open the file, we go to the file and select the new file. So with the new file, you can open the new file. Once you click on the new, there are several types in the Pro-E. So these types are called modules. You can call it module also. So for the experiment number 1, we are going to go with the sketch. The sketch module, you can draw the simple sketch. The sketches you can draw it. Once you select the sketch, we need to define the name of the sketch. So this one is our experiment number 1. So we'll give it experiment number 1. Experiment number 1. Once you give the one number, then click on the OK. Right? Once you click OK, the new window will open, right? And you can draw the window. Draw on that working window. So this window that we are working in is called working window. The toolbar here is, these are called toolbar here, and this is the menu bar here. This is the title bar where you can see the title of your file. So this is the experiment number 1. This is the active, and this is, and so software is Pro Engineer Wildfire 5.0. This is called the menu bar, right? This is called menu bar. This is the command bar. Here you have several commands. So it comes with the different predefined commands. So you have several commands here. This is the line command, the first one. When you move the cursor, you move the mouse. So once you keep it at some command, it will show you the name of the command. So the first one is, this is the line command, and it will show you how to create. So create 2-point lines. So it will create 2-point lines. Then there is an arrow here, this blue color arrow. If you click on the arrow, so inside that line command, you have several types of line. So you have this one is bitangent line or line tangent. It will create the tangent line between two entities. This one is center line. This one is another kind of center line, geometric center line. And you have the different circles here, different rectangles here, then different circles. So whatever the first circle is there in the circle command, it will show you the name of that circle. This is the center and point. This circle is created by picking the center and point. So we have different circles here. Then likewise we have different arcs. This one is fillet, circular fillet. This one is chamfer. You can see once you move your mouse wherever the cursor is, it will show you the name of the command and how it is created. Right? So we have different commands here. We are going to see whatever necessary. The sketch number 1. Once we go through all the experiment, you will be having knowledge of all the commands, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to delete this section and again draw it so that you will know how to draw it. So to delete the whole section, whole sketch, what you have to do is left click on the screen and drag the mouse, move the mouse so that the selection area will be a rectangle, and it will select the whole sketch. So once you select it, it will become red colored. So when it is red colored means it is selected. Now from the keyboard, just press the delete button. The delete button, you can delete the entire section. Okay? So it will be deleted. When center line is there, just select the center line. Again, press the delete button. Right? So now you don't have anything. Now to draw that part, that section, experiment number 1, we need to draw the center lines. To draw the center lines, we go to the line. There is the line command, and in the line command, arrow. So once you click on the arrow, it will show you whatever commands are there in that command. So this one is the line tool, the center line tool. To create center line, just select the center line, and once you select the center line, just click wherever you want to create. Just click the first point. Then the center line will come. So now to fix the center line, we'll rotate and we'll make it horizontal. So how do you know it is horizontal? Because see here in software, it will automatically show you if it is horizontal or vertical. So edge here means red color. The edge in the red color means it is a horizontal. So once it becomes horizontal, just click on the screen with the left click. Right? So you got the horizontal center line. Now to create one more center line that is going to be vertical center line, we click anywhere on the horizontal center line to create the first point of the center line and move the mouse. Move the mouse, and once it will show you the vertical, V means the vertical, then we click anywhere here, we click here to make the vertical center line. Right? So now we got the two center lines. We need one more center lines that is going to be inclined at an angle of 40 degrees from the horizontal center line. So to create the third center line, we click on the center point and move the mouse and click in between two center lines. Right? Now we have created all the center lines. Now to get the dimensions. So unlike AutoCAD, this software shows you the automatic dimensions. Means no need to give the dimensions. Whatever you create, the dimension will come automatically. So to see the dimensions, we need to get out of the command. So we are still in the center line command. So how do we know that we are in the command? That it will show you the sign, this cross sign. See, you can see next to your arrow, there is a cross sign. So to get out of the command, there is a option here, the select item. If you select this arrow, you will get out of the command. This is the first option. The second option is from the mouse, you can press the scroll button. So once you press the scroll button, you will come out of the command and the dimension will come automatically. So here, these two already there. This is the vertical, this is the horizontal. So no need of dimensions. With reference to the horizontal line, it is giving you the dimension. So this we need to give it 40 degrees. So how to change the dimension is we need to double click on the particular dimensions and from the keyboard just type the dimensions. So it is 40 degrees. Give the dimensions and press enter button. Right. So you'll get the angle. Right. The angle is 40 degrees. Now for our diagram. So before we go into the sketch, what we do is we'll see some important tools, the basic tools that are necessary to create any kind of diagram. So see here, if you want to drag your diagram, just press the scroll button. Press the scroll. Scroll is the middle mouse button. Middle mouse button is the scroll button. You have to press it, and you have to, while pressing it, keep on pressing it and move the mouse at the same time. So your sketch will move in the screen area. Now to zoom in, zoom out, the tools are already available in the menu bar, toolbar, or with the mouse also you can do these functions. So to zoom in, we press the control button, and with the control button, press the middle mouse button, and you can zoom in. Zoom out, the move the mouse with the control button, press the middle mouse button, and move the mouse in other direction. Here also you can do it from these commands also. And this one is third one is very important. Refit command. This will fit the object in the screen area. Just click on this one, and object will be refit in your screen area. Right. So we have this center lines. Now we go to these commands. So we need to create the number of circles. To draw the experiment number 1, first we take this circle command and create this kind of circle that is called center point. We need to draw a center. So this is our center point wherever these lines are intersecting. That is our center point. So click here and left click and move the mouse and click wherever you want the second point of the circle. So this is our second point, right? Now likewise I'm going to create number of circles. The second circle, now third circle, from the same point, same center point, move the cursor, move the mouse and click. Move the mouse and click. Click the center point, move the mouse, click. We need to create 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 circles with the different dimensions. Once you create the all necessary circles, we need to get out the command. To get out of the command, we can press the scroll button or middle mouse button. Just press it. Don't roll it. Press it. Okay, once you press it, all the dimension will come automatically. It's all the dimensions are coming here. So to see this command, to see it properly, you can use this command refit, so that the sketch will fit in the screen area. All the dimensions are placed at the same place, same line. So we can move the dimension. Just click on the dimension, left click and move the dimension. You can rotate it so that you will know which dimension is for which circle. Right? Just what we are going to do is we are going to move the dimensions. Select the dimension and then move the mouse. Right? So how to select? Just left click on the dimension and move the mouse. Left click and move the mouse. Right? So now we know the dimensions. Right? We can see the dimension for different circles. So for the first circle, the dimension is 1 mm. Just double click on the dimension, give the value from the keyboard and enter. For the second circle, it is 2 mm of the diameter. Double click, give the dimension, enter. Third circle is 4 mm, give the dimension, enter. Fourth is 5 mm. The next is 6. Next one is 7 mm. Next one is double click and give the value and enter. Right? So now we have total 7 number of circles. Now we can use the circle command for next feature, or we can go with the arc command. So I'm going to show you arc command. So first, go here and select the first type of arc, that is 3-point arc. Right? Click here, select the command, and so wherever the center line, this inclined center line, is intersecting the circles, select the first point on the circle, the extreme point, the circle, and the second point will be on the last circle. Select it and move the cursor, move the mouse. Right? When you move the mouse, so the plus sign, it is showing the center of the arc. So the center of arc should be coincident with the center line. So once it is coincident, so circle, so it will show you the circle. The circle will be shown between here. You can see the circle and then click. Now similarly, we are going to create one more arc. Select the first point here in the inner circle and the second point on the extreme circle, the extreme end, and click. Now again, we need to create one more circle, one more arc from this point. These are the end point. The first end point, second end point of the arc, and third point will be the when you move the mouse. So so that the center of this arc should be coincident with the center line. This center line, the center should be coincident. Again, same thing. Again here, this is the first point. This is the second point. Click with the left click and move the mouse. And once it is coincident, click. Now we have created necessary arcs. Now we need to get out the command. So you can press here on the arrow and it will show you all the dimensions. Now what we need to do is we need to delete the unnecessary segment. To delete the unnecessary segment, we have a command called delete segment. Select that command, delete segment. When you move the cursor, if you don't know which command is for which purpose, it just move the cursor and place it there. So the arrow, place it there. So it will show you the name of the command. So this command is delete segment. And select this command. Once you select this command, now you can delete the unnecessary segment by clicking on the segment, by left clicking on the segment, right? The second thing is, if you want to delete the entire segment, this segment in one go, so what you can do is just go outside the sketch and press the left click, and while pressing the left click, move the cursor. When you move the cursor, you can draw the line over this red line over the unnecessary parts. So wherever I draw this red line, wherever the red line goes, is going to be deleted, right? Next thing is these unnecessary parts. These parts, just click here and it will be deleted. Just select left click and they will be deleted. So one by one, you can delete this unnecessary segment, right? This line is center line. To convert this line into center line, we select this line and right click on that line and make it a construction line. So it will become a center line. This will become a center line. Now here you can see this dimension. These dimensions are, it is measuring from this point to this point. So these are the diameters. So that's why, because we deleted unnecessary segment, so it is no longer a circle. So if you want to measure from this center point, what we need to do is we need to convert this into the radius. Just select on the dimension and right click, press the right click and select to convert to radius. So it is converted into radius, right? Again, similarly, second dimension selected. How to select? Select with the left click. Once it is selected, it will be shown in the red color. So right click on the particular dimension and convert to the radius. Similarly, for the other dimension, you can do the same thing. Select with the left click. It will show you in the red color. Right click, with the right click, you can convert to the radius. Right? These dimension also, you can convert it to radius. Select the dimension first, right click and convert to radius. Right? So one more dimension is there that we need to convert the radius. This is the dimension, right? So to move the dimensions, we can select the dimension. We can select it while keep on pressing the left click and move the mouse. So it will be shifted to your required location. Now click on the dimension, right click. With the left click, you can select. With the right click, you can change the properties. So here you convert the dimension into the radius. It will become radius. Now we need to create two more circles. So first we go to the circle command. We go to circle. We click here below this two feature somewhere here, this area, and create a circle. Create a circle. Click. So once you got the circle, it will show you the dimensions. This dimension is a diameter. So For our sketch, the diameter is 10. So give the diameter. Now, by clicking on the center line, the center of the circle, you can move it also. Right? You can move it. Right? If you want to move the circle, you can move the circle. Now we need to make this circle tangent to this arc and tangent to with this circle. To make the tangent, these both entities, we go to these commands. These all are called constraint. These all are geometrical constraint. Geometrical constraint means it will provide the relationship between two entities. So here we have relation that is the tangent. So these two entities are tangent. So we select when you place your cursor here, it will show you it is a tangent. To make two entities tangent, you can read it here. We select it. Now we have to select the item number 1. So select item 1 and select the second item. Once you select both item, it will become tangent. Still, it is asking for selection because we are still in the command. So again, we selected this circle, select this circle. So these two circles also become tangent. Right? Once you are done with the command, you click here, the OK, and the sketch is going this side. So what we can do is we can use this command fit to screen. To fit the sketch within the sketching area, we use this command refit. Select the refit. Now this fit into the sketching area. Then we need to delete the unnecessary segment of this circle. To delete the unnecessary segment, we click on the delete segment command, select the delete segment command, and delete the unnecessary segment. To delete the unnecessary segment, just select the unnecessary parts. After selecting the command, then the segment is deleted. Right? So delete the unnecessary segment. So these all are unnecessary segment. This also unnecessary segment. But if you are not able to see it properly, we can zoom in. Zoom in. To zoom in the section, your sketch, press the control button and press the middle mouse button, and so the sketch is gone somewhere. So you can use the refit command, right? So it will come again, right? So press the control button and press the middle mouse button, and you can zoom in. Or otherwise, if it is not working, you can go with this one, zoom in command, and select the area whichever you want to zoom in, right? Then press the selection, this arrow, then again select the delete segment and select the unnecessary segment, right? So once it is deleted, again you can use the refit command to refit the object within the sketching area, right? So here you can see this dimension, the 10. It is coming here, right? It is the diameter. You can move the dimension. So it is the diameter of this circle. We have created the circle and we have deleted the unnecessary section. But earlier the diameter was 10. I mean the section circular. So what we can do is we can click on the dimension, left click. Once it is selected, right click and convert to the radius, right? And you can extend and reduce this length of the extension line. This is the extension line, right? You can reduce and extend the length, right? So this is the zoom in zoom out here. So control button, middle mouse button, and move the mouse. Control middle mouse button. So both the button you have to press at the same time. Press the control button, press the middle mouse button, and move the mouse. For zoom in and zoom out. If you move the mouse in one direction, it will zoom in. Other direction, it will zoom out. Right? Then refit. You can use it to fit into the screen area. If you want to drag the sketch in the working area, you can just press the middle mouse button or scroll button and you can drag it. So you have to press continuously and you can drag it. So next we need to create one more circle. So just create one more circle and give the diameter. So its diameter is 6. See here, T, it is showing the T here. So meaning of T is it is tangent with this circle, right? So with this R, this circle is tangent. That is the meaning here. Now again we need to create a tangent of this circle with the smaller circle. We go to this tangent, the constraint called tangent, select it and select the first circle, the second circle, so that both will become tangent. So there is some error coming here. See, whenever there is unnecessary dimensions are there, it is going to ask you to delete one dimension. So we can delete one dimension. See here, why? Because these two are at the same center. So we can delete this one, and now it becomes tangent. Right? Sometimes it is going to ask you to resolve the section. Resolve the sketch means here, if I again make it tangent, so with the control Z you can go back to the previous. Then we go to tangent, select this circle, select the second circle. So it is asking to resolve the sketch. Resolve the sketch means if there is a unnecessary dimensions, if there is a constraint here. So there is one constraint here. See, both the center are aligned. To delete this alignment, we can shift the circle here. So we go to this constraint on horizontal or vertical and delete it. So now it is shifted, this point is shifted and it became tangent with this circle. Now once both circles are tangent, we need to delete the unnecessary segment. To delete the unnecessary segment, again delete the select the delete segment command and select the unnecessary segment. Right. There is one more segment here. For that, we go to the zoom in so that it will be properly visible. So just select the area which you want to zoom in, and again delete segment command. Select your segment. So I want to delete this segment. I select that segment. Select the command and select the segment. Right. So once you are done with the your drawing, see here one this dimensions again is a diameter. So you can just convert into select and convert into the radius. Right. So this is your sketch number 1. This one is experiment number 1. You can fit to the screen, and once you are done with the sketch, once check all the necessary dimensions are given or not, all the dimensions are correct or not. So once you are done with the your sketch, you can go to the file and you can save the sketch. Right? So this sketch I'm going to save, and you can save the you can select the folder in which folder you want to save. Click OK. Right? Then this is your experiment number 1. Okay, thank you all for your concentration. Okay, thank you.